Hi, and welcome to my 2025 Spiritual Sabbatical in Colorado. Day one, Connie and I went to Black Canyon National Park, and it was a great time. We went hiking, we saw the sights, we went from end to end, and if you have not been to Black Canyon in Colorado, you really need to go. It is one of the most beautiful places that we have ever seen, and it's quite amazing. The glory of God's creation was on full display, and we just had a wonderful time. On day two, Connie and I went to Arches National Park in Utah. Now, we decided to take a different route in, and there's a route called Highway 128 in Utah that is absolutely beautiful. And this is some of the video that Connie took for me as we drove the truck over to Arches National Park. The park was about a 3-hour drive from where we were staying in Montrose, Colorado, but it was well worth the trip. We arrived at Arches National Park around noon, and we had to schedule a time to go in. So we went in at 2 p.m. and we just went and saw the sights. If you ever go to Arches National Park in Utah, make sure you schedule a lot of time. We had about 4 to 5 hours, and honestly, that wasn't enough time to see everything that was there. There also is quite a bit of hiking involved in some of the attractions, so bring your hiking shoes, and I would encourage you to do the hiking in the beginning because it gets really hot there. It was well over 90 degrees most of the day, but it was well worth the trip, and it was absolutely remarkable. On day three, Connie flew back to South Dakota, and I did my first trip from Montrose all the way around to Grand Junction. The bummer about this trip was it was absolutely beautiful, but I did not have all of my camera equipment that I needed to take video on my motorcycle. So I ordered it from Amazon, and it arrived actually halfway through the day on this day. On day 4, I went down to Durango and I did a really big loop through some mountain towns. It was an extremely beautiful ride, a beautiful day. It was about 80 degrees. Got all my video equipment going and I was ready to go. As I approached Durango, you could see mountains off in the distance, and there were varying different types of countryside. It was really extraordinary how many different types of countryside exist in the state of Colorado. This is a small town called Ridgeway, and I was making the turn to go through the mountain towns that I chose to go through first, and I saw that there was a farmer's market, so I stopped. And it was a wonderful time. They had beautiful crafts, wonderful food, a lot of baked goods. I had a delicious brownie, and it was just a really fun time seeing all the different various vendors. I did buy a handmade wooden stein from one of the vendors, and I really like it. It's quite beautiful. After enjoying the farmer's market, I resumed my trip and headed towards San Juan National Forest. It's extraordinary how many different temperature changes I experienced on this day. As I left, it was around 80 degrees. When I hit Ridgeway, it was dropping down to about 78, 77. And when I continued through San Juan National Forest, there were points at which it dropped down to 60 degrees. I'm really glad that I brought my riding jacket because it really helped keep me warm on the colder temperatures. As you can see, the ride was extremely picturesque. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day, and I just enjoyed the glory of God's creation. So when I came up to Rico, Colorado, I found this incredible cafe. It is called the Fireweed Mercantile and Cafe. Had a wonderful sandwich, had a cup of coffee, and a little bit of a rest. As I got back on my way, the scenery just kept getting more and more beautiful and stunning. Once I hit Durango, I had to go to the Harley-Davidson dealership because my bike was throwing a couple error codes. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't serious, and it wasn't. It was a switch in my brake lever. As I headed back toward home from Durango to Montrose, Colorado, I wasn't prepared for what was in front of me. What was in front of me was one of the most amazing roads I've ever driven on, between the cities of Silverton and Ouray. It was absolutely amazing, and unfortunately, my battery was running out on my GoPro, and I didn't get any footage. But I am going to go back, so I'll make sure to post that. Thank you for joining me. God bless you, and have a great rest of your day.